This is the Module 4 intro video. So this module is going to be a little bit different than the ones that you've seen previously. In this module, you're really going to start to build up your EPI report. So I want to take just a moment before I talk about Module 4's work and talk a little bit about my expectations with the EPI report and what it is you're going to be doing. So one of the goals in this course is I want you all to experience what it's like to effectively communicate data analysis. And one way to do that is through written reports like the EPI reports. So by the very end of the course, you will have built an entire EPI report. But these reports are pretty involved, they take a lot of time. And so what I wanted to do is I'm going to have you build these piece by piece by piece. So there's different what are called draft reports, and that information is in the syllabus. And so the idea is you're going to build these as we go through the course, and so by the time you get in, you can put all of those pieces together and have a really nice full report. Now, you'll notice that Module 5 is your first draft report. So generally, the week before, or maybe even a couple weeks before a draft report is due, you're going to gather the information that you need to write that draft. So the first draft report you're going to write is going to be the cover sheet and the introduction to the report. In order to be able to write that report, requiring that introduction, you have to have a general idea of what your report is going to be about. So you're going to get a topic today, and there's information in the module about to email me, letting me know if you're going to work individually or in groups. And so once you get that topic, things you're going to think about are, okay, what kind of background knowledge do I need about that topic? And so that's going to be domain knowledge. What question do I want to ask about that topic? That's going to be your research question. And what data do I have available to me to help answer this question? So you're going to, well, I'm going to tell you what data set you're going to work with in the module. Typically, we go out and look for data and gather data. So those are the three things that you're going to work on in Module 4. So after you get your topic, you're going to work on collecting domain information, formulating your research question, and as well as looking at the data set and figuring out, okay, what are some things in this data set that are going to potentially help me. So with that being said, the way that I've constructed the module, it's in three different sections. It's in the domain knowledge section, research question section, and then the information or the data section. I really want to encourage you, don't think of doing each of these separate. I realize they're in a linear order, but there's no need to, or you're not restricted to actually complete them in that order. And actually what I would suggest is kind of look at all three of them, pick which one you want to start working on. And so it might be you start working on your research question first and realize, okay, well, to answer this research question, I'll need these, I'll need some information or some data on this topic. And you might go look at the data set and the variables that are available and say, oh, I know I'm not going to have information to answer this research question, so it's going to be some back and forth. And I would really highly recommend not doing this in a single day. You might go ahead and look at these now, and then, kind of stew on it, think about it for a while, and come back the next day. So don't necessarily think of these in one setting, because again, in the real world, you wouldn't answer all of these in one sitting. You would think about it in between and put these together. So this module is all about just gathering information. You'll notice, for example, in the domain knowledge worksheet, I believe is, you don't even have to write things as a full paper, it's bulleted points. And so again, the idea here is you're getting information together, and next week is when you're actually going to write your introduction. Now, as far as group work goes, the way that I've designed this course is the modules leading up to the draft report, those are all individual. And when you get to the draft report module, so for example, Module 5, you're allowed to, and in fact, I encourage work in groups. And so the idea is everyone does their individual part, collects information, gets everything together, and then you come together to write your draft reports. So for example, the people in your group Module 4, you all might have slightly different research questions on the same topic, and then when you get together in Module 5 to write that draft report, you can look at those research questions and say, oh, you know what, I really think this one is the best research question, this is the one we want to tackle. And then everyone will have already collected information on that topic, so you can then pull that information together to give yourself a stronger draft report. So that's kind of how this is set up. So that's why you're forced to do some individual work, so that way everybody's got something to bring to the table when you go to do the actual draft report. And you'll see that throughout the course, I built it that way. So there's always going to be that individual component that leads up to the draft report, and that's when everybody in the group can pull that information together and work on those draft reports. So with that being said, if you haven't found group members yet, I strongly encourage you to. We've got that discussion board section where you can post to look for other group members. You are allowed to work individually. It's just typically in the real world, you're going to be working in teams and you're going to be working in groups. And so this is a good time, to experience what that would be like. So as always, if you have any questions, you need clarification, please feel free to ask me. Again, this module is going to be a little bit different than the other ones. And you'll see this one in this module as well as those draft report modules. You are going to have some freedom. And one of the things I want you all to be doing is to be making choices about what information you're going to include, what you're going to do. So you won't have as specific directions as maybe you would have for some of the worksheets, because I want you all to have some freedom in what you do with these reports. So anyhow, if you have any questions this week, just let me know, and I will be talking to you all later.